is a glass, only that wiper area is what we are showing it. Okay, there's a rod. Okay, the width of this is, so here this length is L, what we have. Okay, now, so what is the thing? The engine will exert a force. So I'll write torque due to motor. It will wipe it, no? And there's a glass part. Glass is not that one. Everything is a glass. There's a wiper area where the wiper will be in contact with the glass, that one. So how as it is, this will be rotating with an angular velocity. I think angular speed omega, rotating at a constant angular speed omega. Okay, let me take a small element here. What is the speed of this element? Let it be V. Let this element be located at a distance R. How the viscous drag will be acting on it? On this small element. dF. Okay, let's get into first. Let's calculate this dF. Okay, the length of this element, let it be dr. I think I can't show. Yeah. Let's write here. So what is dF equal to? Viscous force. This should be equal to dF should be equal to eta dA. Velocity is V. Look at something is telling some. Thickness T. There is a uniform layer of water of thickness T on the glass surface. So shall I put that T here? Okay, now I think most of you might have seen. Why do wiper water will come? I think the moment you switch on the wipers in the car, no, especially the four-wheeler, water will be sprinkled, then wiper starts rotating. So what is the reason for that? The water layer, the thickness of water layer, that is T. So this is very important. If there is no water, the dry wiper, what happen? There'll be scratches will come. So what is the best way of preserving that glass? I think that is very important. No, that we'll call like a windshield. The front glass is called like a windshield. Before switching on wiper only with a cloth, what happen? Try to remove the dust first. Try to clean at least like a take it off, wipe off the dust. Then what happen? As you before beginning of moving the car, what happen? You have to press in such a way that water will come. Then wiper will automatically start rotating that one. First, water will come. Okay, so I think you see the wipers, there'll be rotation, 3 speeds will be there, no? What do you suggest? First speed, second speed, third speed. Some of you might have car and you might have driving this time. What I should do with the wiper? First 2, 3 speeds, adjustable speeds will be there for wiper. Am I right? Some of you might have driven that car. I think the first only you have to put it, no? Because in the first only what happens, the wiper will move slowly. If the wiper moves slowly, you look at this viscous drag, will be less, the scratches will be less. Suddenly, if you go for higher speed, the wiper, no, then what will happen? At high speed, what will happen? More viscous. So what will happen? That the viscous drag will be more, scratches will be more. So when you are using it, what happen? The first initially should be at lower speed, gradually you have to increase speed. I think if you don't have this idea, you ask your parent or any technician, or they'll tell like how to use wipers, or Google it, you'll come to know. Okay, now let's come back to our discussion. Okay, the T is thickness of water layer. Okay, I think we are in better position now. So eta, what is dA there? dA will be dr into B. What is V? V equal to R omega into T. Okay, this will be eta B omega by T. Let me keep this is dF. Then what is the torque by viscous drag? It should be equal to dF into R. I think somehow you should understand the question. It'll be very easier. Where all the viscous drag will be present? Only in this region, no? From what are the limits? Capital R to R plus L. Please try to understand. Only here is what the viscous drag force will be acting. Now, same force will act at all points or different force. I think here this having more speed, no? So if you look at the magnitude of force that is acting on the this wiper, no? Here. Let me draw this. Any other questions can be asked. So let me just give that information also. So if you look at the magnitude of force, no, here it will be like that, the viscous drag. At different points, it will be acting different. That's why I'm assuming small element, then I'm finding out the torque in that one. Okay, so do this. Eta B omega T. Substituting limits and solving will get the required answer. Any other ideas they may bring? So and what should be the torque due to motor? Should be equal and opposite to this particular value. Torque due to motor should be equal to this one. If I apply a torque which is greater than the motor, then there'll be angular acceleration. In that case, what is V? V will become variable. V could R omega. Omega will become some alpha into time interval. I think things will be a little bit complicated. Try to analyze that also if you get a time. This a wiper is there. Next, you may bring some in rotation mechanics rod like a kept on a ground. Then it is given a angular velocity and released. After what time it will come to rest? The viscous drag will come. Here a oil layer will be there. After what time it will come to rest? Similar questions can be asked. Later we'll see that. When we complete mains exam, no, I'll bring some questions of this kind. Okay, let's take the next one. Okay, we have a cone. First, let me take the axis. I'll construct the diagram. You read the question.